Hey guys, it's me again, back with you in this series to learn about another attribute of God. Now, in your life, has there ever been a time where you felt helpless or powerless? Maybe it was during a bad breakup or your parents' divorce, or maybe even just trying to beat that final video game boss. Whatever the situation was, I'm sure that you never want to feel that way ever again. Well, God has never and will never feel that way because God is omnipotent. What that means is that God is all-powerful and can do anything. We see throughout Scripture God displaying his power through miracles, such as in John chapter 2 when Jesus turns water to wine, or in Exodus when God sends the 10 plagues on Egypt, or in Judges when God gives Samson the strength to crush the Philistines, or in Genesis when God created the world and everything in it, which is the biggest miracle of all time, or when God raised Jesus from the dead, which might be the most important of all time. All of these are instances of God being powerful and sometimes showing it through people. Now, all of those things are amazing, but it should be noted that God can do anything as long as it is logically possible. For example, God cannot create square triangles or create a straight turn, so we should be careful with what we mean by all-powerful. But as part of God's omnipotence, something extremely important that he can do is save sinners. God has the power to change people's hearts and save them, which is great for us because no matter how many good things we do or how hard we try, we could never save ourselves. Ephesians 2:8-9 says, "For by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not your own doing. It is a gift of God, not a result of works, so that no one may boast." God saves us, we do not save ourselves. Now that we've covered what God can do, let's look at what you can do. We've seen that since God is omnipotent, he can make anything happen. So Jesus encourages us to pray and ask God for things. In John chapter 16, 23-24, Jesus says, "Truly, truly, I say to you, whatever you ask of the Father in my name, he will give it to you. Until now you have asked nothing in my name. Ask, and you will receive, that your joy may be full." And we see in James 4:2-3 that it says, "You do not have because you do not ask. You ask wrongly to spend it on your passions." Now, I'm not talking about silly things like asking God to make you find diamonds in Minecraft. I'm talking about important things like asking God, "If it be your will, please save this relationship I'm in," or "Please save my parents' marriage." We see in the scriptures we looked at how emphasized it was to ask for the right things and to ask in Jesus' name, and not just treating God like Santa Claus and ask for whatever we want. In closing, we can ask God for help and lean on him because he has power to and the ability to help us. But even if the answer is no, we should trust that God will use his great power for our good because he has our best interest in mind. See you next time.